Hey you guys, what's up? It's your boy right here, Kenny Crouch. Long time no see. It's been like March 6th since I last posted my last video. I know. But like I keep telling you guys, I got college and everything, so you know how it is, right? Right. So anyways, the reason I'm making this video is because I might decide to make multiple parts right now, starting with me doing this assignment that's almost finished up for my sociology class that I'm reading, that I'm listening to an audiobook titled "It's Complicated: The Social Lives of Network Teens" by Dana Boyd. It's a it's a it's basically a story about it's basically a story where this author interviews with teens and asks them and talks with them about their experience lives with technology and whatnot. And that's kind of what I'm basically doing. And so I wanted to make a video based upon it. And I thought, why the hell not? Because I'm bored. Why not? While I'm listening, I can play some games while I'm at it. I mean, I'll still listen, but you know, it is what it is for. So yeah, for the next few minutes or whatever, I'm gonna let you guys I'm gonna be polite and nice to let you guys listen to what I'm listening to, so you can get a full coverage of what I'm doing. I'm only down to two more chapters, but apart from that, yeah, that's what I got. So enjoy this audiobook, as well as me playing some games right here. And yeah, if you want to comment on both of these things that I'm doing, let me know in the comments below of two of these ideas that I'm doing. So apart from that in mind, let's get into it. Just let me. I also have my phone here to voice memo it, so that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys on the other side soon enough.
In part, because when gossip and rumors spread, those who were the initial targets immediately responded by launching their own attacks. In other words, because Chloe and Vicky do not see a power differential between those engaged in interpersonal conflict, they do not use the term bullying. Repeatedly, my collaborator Alice and I interviewed teenagers who told us that bullying was not nearly as significant an issue as adults thought. These teens confidently told us that bullying was so middle school and that teenagers grow out of it. They positioned bullying as immature, and as Caleb, a black 17-year-old from North Carolina, told Alice, once you get to high school is when the bullying really just stops. After telling us that bullying doesn't happen in their school, teens would continue to describe a host of different practices that might easily be identified as bullying by adults, using different language. Gossip and rumors, pranking and punking, and, above all, drama. In trying to understand teens' perspective on conflict, Alice and I became increasingly interested in the pervasive use of the term drama. Teens regularly used that word to describe various forms of interpersonal conflict that ranged from insignificant joking around to serious, jealousy-driven relational aggression. Whereas adults might have labeled many of these practices as bullying, teens saw them as drama. Drawing on what we learned from interviewing teens, Alice and I defined drama as performative interpersonal conflict that takes place in front of an active, engaged audience, often on social media. Drama is not simply a substitute for bullying. Unlike bullying, which presumes a victim and a perpetrator, referring to conflict as drama allows teens to distance themselves from any emotional costs associated with what is happening. Drama does not automatically position anyone as either a target or an abuser. Those involved in drama do not have to see themselves as aggressive or weak, but simply as part of a broader, and often normative, social process. Even when someone is central to the drama, they have an opportunity to respond, which allows them to feel a sense of power, even when they're hurting. As Carmen, a 17-year-old Latina from Boston, told us, drama is more there's two sides fighting back. I guess the second you fight back, you're not allowed to call it bullying because you're defending yourself, I guess. This reinforces Olweus's notion that bullying is fundamentally about a difference in power, and creates a word to talk about conflict in which power is not central. It also explains why Ashley saw the conflict around her as being about drama, rather than bullying. Most teenagers we met were able to articulate examples of drama that they experienced or witnessed. Many also saw social media as a key factor in the escalation of drama. For some, inciting drama was a source of entertainment and a practice to relieve boredom. For example, when I asked Samantha, a white 17-year-old from Seattle, about gossip, she told me that she liked to start drama online when she's bored. She found the reactions people have to gossip to be a relief from the tedium of homework. For others, drama is a way of testing out friendships and understanding the dynamics of popularity and status. Drama can be a way of achieving attention, working out sexual interests, and redirecting anger or frustration. Although we heard about drama from boys and girls, the term is typically employed in a gendered fashion, with teens describing the ways in which drama is a distinctly female practice. A white 18-year-old from Iowa named Wolf shared the following story with me. My sister and her friends, when they get angry at each other, they'll try to post the most provocative pictures they can, the ones that will make their friends the most angry. And that's what they do, back and forth. And when it gets bad, they'll comment to each other. And by the end of the day, they're ready to tear each other to bits. Wolf sees the use of social media to escalate conflict as girls' work. Although the boys we interviewed rarely described their own practices through the language of drama, they referred to similar acts as either punking or pranking. In North Carolina, Alice and I met Trevor and Matthew, white 17-year-old seniors and best friends. They loved to initiate pranks that would cause embarrassment. They saw creating such incidents to be a source of entertainment, even when someone got hurt in the process. When possible, they wanted their pranks to take place online so that their peers could all bear witness. One day, Matthew left his computer unattended without logging off of Facebook. Trevor, recognizing the opportunity, went to Matthew's Facebook account and posted a status update without Matthew's knowledge. His goal was to make others laugh by making Matthew look dumb. Later that day, still having not seen or heard about what Trevor had written on his profile, Matthew went to his after-school job as a parking attendant. There, a concerned coworker approached him to ask about his school suspension. Matthew was initially confused, but quickly realized that his colleague had read something on Facebook. He logged in to find that his last status update stated that he had received an in-school suspension for knocking a girl's books off her desk with his erection. The post also included a complaint, presumably by him, that it wasn't his fault that he couldn't control himself and that teachers should feel sympathy for him. His classmates had flooded this update with their own comments, some taking the post literally and others recognizing it as a joke. Matthew was embarrassed by Trevor's prank, but he didn't let it get to him. Instead, he started plotting ways to get Trevor back, even as his classmates continued to tease him for the post. Trevor and Matthew may have relished the drama that ensued around their efforts to punk each other, but not all punking and pranking is well-intentioned. Ana Garcia, a 15-year-old of mixed Indian and Guatemalan heritage living in Los Angeles, recounted stories of her brother impersonating her on various social media. Although her brother often told her he did it because it was funny to upset her, she believed that his actions were spiteful because their parents treated her better. She was frustrated that her friends often didn't realize that it was her brother pretending to be her. On more than one occasion, her brother's posts caused a rift between her and her friends. Although Ana Garcia was angry with her brother for wreaking havoc on her friendships, she also shrugged it off to me as being little brother behavior. What makes an act cruel is not only about the act itself, but how it is intended, perceived, and experienced. In communities that value having a thick skin, some teens feel the need to accept cruelty from friends even when it hurts. Teens may not accept the mantle of bullying because they don't want to position themselves as victims, but that does not mean that they don't feel attacked. They smile and laugh off the pain in public because they feel this is what their community expects. They try to ignore any negative emotional response to drama because they don't want their peers to see them as weak. Alongside the interpersonal conflict that occurs, teens grapple with how others perceive them. Technology can amplify existing dramas, But it can also create new mechanisms for meanness and cruelty to unfold. In 2010, FormSpring, a question and answer service designed for professionals, became popular among American high school students. Quickly, the site became controversial as incidents of bullying unfolded in the questions and answers. Those with a Facebook account could post a profile on FormSpring which was automatically linked to Facebook. Then anyone could write questions anonymously. The questions and answers both appeared on a person's profile. While some of the questions asked were harmless, "What's your favorite color?" Others were excruciatingly mean. "Why are you such an effing slut?" This outraged parents, educators, and journalists alike. Many argued that FormSpring should be banned because it was a source of anonymous cruelty. As news media debated the costs of anonymity on the site, I found myself puzzled by the interpretation of what was happening on FormSpring. What most people who didn't use the site failed to realize was that the questions never appeared on FormSpring unless the recipient chose to answer them. Dumbfounded as to why teens would choose to respond to and post cruel questions, I contacted the company to help me understand what was happening. After investigating some of the most insidious cases, FormSpring representatives noticed a pattern. Many of the anonymous questions were written by users at the same IP address as the account that responded to them. Furthermore, the questions were answered immediately after they were posted. Although there was a slim possibility that these hurtful messages could have come from siblings in the same house, some teens appeared to be anonymously asking cruel questions to themselves and then responding to them. In other words, some teens were engaging in acts of digital self-harm to attract attention, support, and validation. To my surprise, digital self-harm turned out to happen more than I realized.
Alright, guys, I kind of have to end it here because of the 10-minute mark, but I will make another part here in a minute. And like I said, I'm gaming while I'm at it, so yeah. I know, guys, tough crowd, but what can I tell you, right? Oh, sorry, guys, I'm playing Mega Man 11, and so, you know, can't really talk right now, but yeah, I'm gonna end it right here to make another part. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna make another part here in a minute, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.